Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to Dragon Quest VII. When we last left off, we finished La Arca, and today we are going to take our blue fragments and go into the next island. Ooh, sounds exciting, isn't it? So I do apologize for not having posted videos in a while. I moved. Then I had some stuff at work, and then, I had a broken tooth. And if you've never experienced like actual legit tooth pain, then good for you, because it's the absolute worst. But yeah. New enemy. Two new enemies here. So we have she slimes. She slimes have roughly 24 hit points. There's absolutely nothing interesting about them, like, at all. And then the automatons have about 60 hit points. They can attack twice, and they have the multi-slice skill. What multi-slice does is it hits your entire party. So we pretty much want to concentrate on the automaton. The automatons are immune to sleep, dazzle. They resist fire slash. They resist bang too. They're definitely the most dangerous singular enemy here in this section of the game. But yeah, that's the automaton. Like I said, she slimes they don't really have anything special going on. They're just more hit point versions of slimes. Don't have any special attacks or anything. I do kind of want to avoid as many battles as possible. And we fought these guys before, so we're not going to talk about them. Just gonna finish everybody off real quick with bang. But yeah, if you've never had like actual tooth pain, like the kind of tooth pain you would need to go to a dentist to resolve, the best way to describe it, so like the nerves in your teeth, they throb outwards to a point where it makes like just that tooth is not going to be hurting. It's going to make every tooth on that side of your mouth also hurt, and it's going to make your ear hurt, and it's going to give you a headache, and it's just miserable. But I got it taken care of. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 dentist visits later, it's all taken care of. I'm a-okay. I got myself a nice old root canal. One thing that I learned is that root canals are not nearly as bad as everybody says they are. They're basically no worse than getting a like a filling done. It just takes longer. So like it takes about 2 hours to get a root canal done, but it's no more like painful than a actual filling, which I was surprised to find out. So we want to actually go in here first, because I have things I want to buy. With that money I just picked up and the money I had, I have enough money to buy 2 boomerangs. Actually, what I'm going to do first, because off-screen, I filled everybody's inventory up with herbs, so that I wouldn't have just random things in my inventory. So we'll put the stone fangs and the copper sword in the bag. We want to buy boomerangs. So, if you look here, boomerang 41, the stone axe is slightly better for Ruff, but the boomerang attacks all enemies. Just like pretty much every Dragon Quest game. I say almost every Dragon Quest game, because there are some where the hero can't use a boomerang. It's pretty rare in a modern Dragon Quest game, though. Like, that's something that like really surprised me about Dragon Quest XI, is the main character can't use a boomerang. his thief buddy can use boomerangs, but he can't. But Auster and Ruff can both use boomerangs. One thing to point out there, see how Ruff actually gets less attack power from that? Like, Ruff pretty much can only use, like, specific kinds of weapons and get the attack power. He can use daggers, claws, axes and boomerangs. I just, like, had a soda before I started recording. Shouldn't have drank that. You can buy key for a new weapon here. If you're just swimming in money, the Iron Lance is decent, I guess. But I don't think it's particularly necessary, because remember, the physical damage formula is not super, not super good. So, like, you want things with effects rather than just raw stats. And, of course, we have this right here. There's nothing I really want to buy currently. At some point, I do want to pick up a bronze shield. But, again, like, getting that for Auster would literally just reduce the damage he takes by 1 point. So, it's not good to have now. The Iron Helmet is an interesting buy if you've got the money. It's that's a lot of money, though, at this point in the game. And I don't think it's particularly required. Do you have anything else there? Yeah, shell armor. Again, I don't think the shell armor is worth it. 3 points of defense. Like, if you can buy everything, it's a significant boost. But, like, each individual piece is pretty expensive. And I have enough defense at this point. If you get to the end of the chapter and you're having trouble with the boss, because I would say that this is the chapter where this version of the game starts to have a little teeth in the boss fights. In the PS1 version, the previous boss fight we did against the... I don't remember his name. In the cave, before we recruited Ruff, that boss battle is very difficult in the PS1 version, because you can't use magic. This guy right here is the item shop if you need items. And that is the 5th mini medal, excluding the ones you get from the Haven. Which means I should have, I think, 7. Let's see. No, it's attributes. That's where it's at. And it's everyone. 6. Okay. Let me get my list up here. While I'm thinking about it. That is indeed the 5th mini medal of the game, and let's see. Alright, we should have 6. Alright, cool. I do apologize if I sound a little flimmy. I do IT work, and the lady, I went and saw a lady, and she just had, I'm allergic to cats, and she just, everything on her reeked of cat pee, and I just, I struggled really hard with that one. Get ourselves a red fragment. But, I'm actually allergic to 3 things that I'm aware of. I'm not allergic to any medicines, although my dad was allergic to some medicine that doctors use to put you to sleep. It's whatever that stuff that Michael Jackson OD'd on and died. But I'm allergic to 3 things that I'm aware of. Red wasp stings is probably the most severe thing I'm allergic to. When I was a child, they would send me to I had to go to the hospital or I would die. Like, I had to go get a shot or I would die. I don't know, lady. I've seen some cow sheds. I'm from Texas. This is not a cow shed. You got 2 braziers. You got some statues. You got this, whatever this is. You got a little table and a chair. I don't know. That's way better than a cow shed. There's no cows either. Like, cows are pretty much required to have a cow shed. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, allergies. Red wasp. As an adult, I don't know if it's just because I'm so much bigger, you know, like, or if like the allergy has lessened, but they just make me very violently ill. Like, if I get stung by a red wasp, I'm sick for 2 or 3 days. They make me really sick to my stomach. I'm allergic to cat pee. And the only food allergy I have is a very minor shellfish allergy. It doesn't make me, like, doesn't kill me or anything. I just get kind of splotchy and itchy if I eat shellfish. Which is fine, because I don't like shellfish. I don't like shrimp. I don't like lobster. I don't think lobster tastes good. It could just be because I've never had good lobster. I've had lobster exactly 1 time in my life. I didn't like it. I know I don't like shrimp. I don't like crayfish, crawfish, however you want to say it. Like, it's such a mild allergy. Like, you know, like most people you read about is like, you're like, oh, I can't have these French fries because they were fried in the same oil. Like, it's nothing like that. You can fry hush puppies or whatever in the same oil as the shrimp. If you're frying the shrimp or whatever, it's fine. That doesn't trigger it. It's like, just like I said, it's very mild. I have to ingest it all and whatever. But I think definitely the most common one I run into is the cat pee thing. It's specifically the ammonia in the cat pee and their dander that I'm allergic to. Most cat owners are not good at cleaning up after their cats. Yeah. If you own a cat, you smell like cat pee unless you probably smell like cat pee. Most people do not it's just Also, that guy said it was bad luck and he fell asleep again. So, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about cat pee now. I know you're grateful. It's been on my mind because of that lady, and then also I've had a bunch of people, they just want me to get a dog. Listen, I love dogs. I'm a dog person. I don't hate cats, it's just I'm allergic to them. But I don't want to take care of an animal and isn't this y'all's drinking water? What? I guess it could just be like there for washing dishes and stuff. I mean, I don't really see a well anywhere. Anyway, we get this item over here. This is 3 gold coins. We rolling in it now, folks. I don't know, it looks pretty clean to me. Whatever. When I get done recording this, I'm actually thinking about potentially recording a couple other things. I want to record some stuff. Okay, so like the 3DS recording setup is very fickle. Like, I sat down to record and I didn't get to record it took me an hour to get everything back up and running, alright? It's just real fickle, and oh, that's an automaton. I don't want to fight you. It's real fickle, and there's days I've sat down to record and I couldn't. You know, if you watch any of H.C. Bailey videos, if you notice that like days that he couldn't, like he didn't upload every single day when he was doing like Majora's Mask and stuff, that's why. It's a very fickle setup. There's not a lot you can do about it. It's just the way the technology is. It's the best solution in a bad situation. Promptly wallop. So I want to get some other stuff recording. I think I want to record some other stuff that, because in addition to like the issues that I'm having, the moving, the tooth, stuff at work, there's been times I've sat down to record and it just, I couldn't get a good frame rate, so I just didn't record that day. You're not really welcome at all. So anyway, to get into the castle, you actually, this is actually very similar to a event in Dragon Quest VI. Although, thankfully, the boss battle that you have to go to is not nearly as difficult. And you only have to fight one guy. Oh. Bad, 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 bad. Bad flashbacks. I did not grab that leather shield. I'll have to remember to do that. There's a leather shield in one of those things behind him. But I've been thinking about redoing some of my earlier LPs, specifically Saga Frontier and Breath of Fire 2. Saga Frontier is going to require a lot of planning, but I've done the planning for Breath of Fire 2 already, if I were to replay it. It's a game I know very well. So anyway, here we have the Drill Sergeant. He has 360 hit points. He only uses physical attacks. I forgot to change my party around, so that's on me, but we're gonna buff Maribel to kind of get over that. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. Just attack. He does resist. He does have some resistance towards sap. So watch out for that. But just sap him twice. And then have Maribel kind of switch over to healing. And you'll be good. He has one special attack that's Harvest Moon. It'll hit your entire party. It does decreasing damage. But overall, this guy's not difficult at all. Let's see. You can snooze him. You can dazzle him. I don't know if that's actually particularly worth it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go on healing. He has, so I've explained this before. There's no resistance, and then there's levels 1, 2, and 3 resistance. This guy has, with 3 being complete immunity. This guy has level 2 resistance to both sleep and dazzle. You're good. We'll just kill you. The boomerangs are so good. So good. Okay. I've got 21 hit points. Let's do this. Or 21 MP. Boom. Make this go a little faster. Pretty basic boss. More of a mini boss, really. I mean, yeah, it's easy peasy. We just ganged up on one dude, 4-on-1. Sure.